my song. Let's sing it. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Come on, it's gonna be fucking awesome. You know the words. It's gonna be fucking awesome. That's insane. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Yeah!
Yo, it's Friday, and that means it's wildcard time, motherfuckers! Anything goes, no rules, any category. All that's required is that it brings that unfiltered, coolest alive energy. You know what I'm saying? I'm Jesse Blaze Snider, your coolest man alive, coming at you live from Blacklight District Studio, and today we're celebrating something that I fucking love, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles role-playing game, which was put out by Palladium Books back in the day. Since we got to do an episode on the Rifts game a little while back, I thought we'd follow it up with an extension to the Rifts system with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles things. We're going to talk about that today. And this week has been a fucking banger already. Monday, we rocked out to Twisted Sisters, You Can't Stop Rock and Roll, one of my favorite albums of all time. Tuesday, we got wild with animation and Over the Hedge, which is a really great, underrated DreamWorks movie from like 20 years ago now. Wednesday, we dove deep into comics with one of my favorite graphic novels of all time, Preacher, Volume 1, Gone to Texas by Garth Ennis and Steve Dillon. Thursday, we lit up the screen with some live-action gold. And, of course, that's Cool Hand Luke, the Oscar-winning film. It's won some Oscars, nominated for some, not for Best Picture or anything, but it was one of the best pictures. I don't care that it didn't win. Love that movie. And now here we are. It's today. It's Friday. It's Wildcard Friday already. I can't even believe it. I got Saturday figured out for the next 2 weeks because we got the Muppets coming up. But before that, on Monday, I went to Toy Fair in New York, and I'm going to be talking about my trip to the Toy Fair because I think that is a fun thing for me to speak about that you might think is really fun and cool, and I'm going to speak about it. That is everything about Coolest Alive that we've got going on. I don't know if you've noticed, but like the 5-day-a-week schedule is pretty groovy. You want animation, you want comics, you want live action, you want music, docs, comedy, games, plays. There's so much to enjoy. So, dig into our back catalog of these Coolest Alive episodes because we've been doing the 5-day-a-week recommendation thing for like 5 or 6 months now, which means there's at least 25, 30 different fucking recommendations in every category, except for the wild card category because I've only done a few for each one, but there's a lot. Anyway, you can reach out anytime at jbs@blacklightdistrict.studio, and that's my company where we're cranking out awesome comic books and incredible music. And if you do not believe me, you can head over to blacklightdistrict.studio right now. Nothing's stopping you, and you can see the magic for yourself. I recommend you read and listen to Mythic Legion's art book number 1, written by Gargoyles creator Greg Weisman and created by Four Horsemen Studios and based on their incredible fantasy toy line, Mythic Legions. We've paired this epic fantasy masterpiece with 2000s punk metal upstarts Baptized by Fire. Their album, The Phoenix, makes an incredible soundtrack, or just loop Juggernaut on repeat now for free at blacklightdistrict.studio. That's one of their songs. It's a good one. All right, we're diving into this wildcard gem any second now, but first and most importantly, I fucking love all of you guys. Thank you so much for being here and listening to my show and all of the fucking silly things that I say all the time. You guys are so appreciated. Care Bear stare to you all. You guys are my crew, and as my daughter would say, you my best. I mean it. Now let's get back to the show here. We're going to get weird, celebrate this badass wild card, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and After the Bomb Palladium RPG books. The original release of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Other Strangeness came out in 1985, and After the Bomb, which is the non-licensed version of it. It's like, they licensed Ninja Turtles, and then when they lost the license, After the Bomb became their version of Mutant-Animals doing the things that they were doing. But in between the release of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Other Strangeness in 85 and After the Bomb in 86, there were actually a number of other releases put out. So, including 85, you got the main core rule book designed by Kevin Simbadia. Talked about him last time when we did the Riffs episode of the Wildcard Show. Kevin is responsible for all this stuff, developing this system and bringing it on. I've been a big fan of his. I've been threatening to go over there and do some work for them in a moment. But the last message that I wrote to him we had like opened a door pathway to talking, and he never seemed to have gotten my last message, so I still have to get that message to him. Of course, this was based on the Mirage Studios original comics of the Ninja Turtles, not based on the cartoon, which is part of the reason why they ultimately lost the license eventually, because this was a darker version of the Ninja Turtles. But this introduced mutant animal character creation tables so that you could make mutant animal characters of any variety that you wanted to. And it uses the same Palladium Megaversal playing system that I used for Riffs, and we talked about a little bit when we did the Riffs episode, I don't know, a few months back now. So around the same time, there was a whole bunch of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles supplemental material released mostly in 1985 as well. It included Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Adventures, which expands the setting and the adventures. It's not connected to the later Archie comics of the same name. You got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Adventures Source Book 1, which details a New York City campaign material, so like different missions that could be gone on for characters. You know, a lot of times a lot of these books are just sort of like helping you to figure out some stories that you could tell, because that's really what role-playing games are. You know, it's you telling stories with friends. And so a world like the Ninja Turtles, this is that world that you go into where you can tell some stories. You know, really simple thing of like the Ninja Turtles, and there's mutant gin, and like all these things could happen to these animals. Great simple world for you to get into. So this expands on some of those things based on some of the concepts set up in the Ninja Turtles. Also, you got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Guide to the Universe, which expands sci-fi and cosmic elements. You've got alien races and space settings, because a lot of that stuff kind of came out of the stuff, you know, the Triceratop aliens and the rock aliens and Krang, you know, in the Ninja Turtles animated series. These elements were existing before that in the Turtles comics as well. Then you've got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutants Down Under, which is one of the books that I definitely had, which was an Australian setting and just had some cool new mutant animal types, of course, for all the marsupials down there in Australia. Another book called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Trucking Turtles, which had a Road Warrior themed adventures, you know, post-apocalyptic kind of vibe. And then there was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Go Hollywood, which had a celebrity satire adventure tone, which was a little bit of like a weird one compared to some of the other books where, you know, they're bringing you the Road Warrior tone and stuff like that. I never picked this one up, but it was a pop culture parody. And then a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Trans-Dimensional Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles multiverse storyline, dimension hopping campaign, which is perfect for the Riffs multiverse, the Megaverse. The whole thing with Riffs is that it's a version of Earth where there's been a post-apocalypse that has connected it to every other planet and every other dimension and all the other possibilities in the multiverse. But the baseline is a version of Earth where it's a post-apocalypse, and a lot of things that, you know, you might imagine have taken place. So all of this sort of post-apocalypse thing, you know, after the bomb, whatever else, it all ties in really nice and neatly to the Riffs RPG and some of their other stuff that they have going in there. As I said, there's the After the Bomb book, which is when they lost the license. It comes out in 86, but just continues the world of mutant animals being, you know, mutated into human type characters and having to, you know, live in this world filled with all of these dangerous creatures. You know, it was originally, After the Bomb was originally a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles supplement concept, but it evolved into its own post-apocalyptic mutant animal RPG thereafter when they lost the license. It's a license-free continuation of mutant animal mechanics. And After the Bomb supplements include a number of books that I used in campaigns when I was playing. There's After the Bomb Roadhogs. I didn't have that one. After the Bomb Mutants in Orbit, which I had a lot of really interesting things in Mutants in Orbit. And After the Bomb Mutants of the Yucatan. These are not Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle branded, but they are spiritually descended from it. And for those of you who are out there and curious, like, why did the Teenage Ninja Turtle line end? even though I already kind of summed it up, but Palladium, they lost the license in the early 1990s, like you tend to lose licenses after some time. Likely, and it is speculation, but likely due to the franchise shifting towards the kid-friendly cartoon brand, which was like, lighter greens and more pastel colors. The RPG reflected the darker Mirage comic book tone, which was not exactly on display in the cartoons. And Palladium, they pivoted fully into After the Bomb afterwards to preserve the system, and they managed to. And, as well as preserving other games within their system, which I'll probably cover in the future, like Heroes Unlimited would be worth covering. Nightsbane, Rifts, of course, we talked about, but the Palladium Fantasy RPG was their version of D&D. All the books and storytelling and the things that are based on all this stuff is really wonderful and worth checking out. I'm a big fan of the Palladium system. I like all of these books and all the stories involved with them. So over time, I'm going to keep chatting about all of these until I've covered the wholeness of all of it. And maybe one day I'll do a full episode, like an hour-long episode, just kind of covering all of Palladium and all the different things that they've had over the time. Because it's just a wonderful game system to learn where there's so many games that you can play. I wanted to note that this RPG predates the 1987 cartoon by quite a bit. Reflects the gritty, violent Mirage era Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's one of the earliest comic to RPG adaptations. And it shows how fucking weird and experimental 80s tabletop really was. Sorry, I've got a bunch of notes here, and I'm just kind of digging around, going back to some of my original notes. Okay, so, to continue sort of just the basis for this whole bit, the publisher is Palladium Books. Creator and lead designer is Kevin Simbadia, as I mentioned. It's based on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles comic books by Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird, the black and white series that was popular. It's the Palladium Megaversal system, which is the universal system that they use in all their books, including Heroes Unlimited and the Palladium Fantasy RPG and all this stuff. It's one of the earliest licensed comic book RPGs. Help expand Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles beyond comics before the cartoon boom even happened, to get people thinking about a whole world of this stuff. I mean, talk about what a good thing that was for the brand. It's a cult favorite 1980s tabletop game, from that scene. Heavy emphasis on mutant-animal character creation. I mean, that was really the thing. It's like, you like the Ninja Turtles, they're these animals and they got these skills. What animal would you like to be, and what kind of skills would you like to have? It was a simple formula, but like, super easy, man. I think everybody could go, oh man, maybe I could be like this animal with like these kind of things. And then, the stories would follow from there. And then After the Bomb expanded the post-apocalyptic mutant setting. It also tied into the post-apocalyptic Rifts setting and brought all those things together so that essentially it was like one, like After the Bomb and Rifts, they're like adjacent. That's like a certain focus on a certain thing. Sorry, I got my son calling me as I'm doing my show. Hey, baby, I'm recording my show right now. I'll give you a call back in just a little bit as soon as I'm done, okay? Bye-bye. So the After the Bomb game, because it's all mutant animals, like it is like them uniquely doing the mutant animal thing, like that's the game. But the After the Bomb thing ties it into Rifts, where for all intents and purposes After the Bomb is Rifts, and like you could have After the Bomb characters who were coming into the Rift setting, and it tied a lot of the stuff in that they were doing at the time and just allowed this mutant animal thing to continue on without Ninja Turtles being directly incorporated, including the fact that the Dog Boys are used as major league characters in the Coalition, who are like the kind of, not even really the bad guys, but like they're like a major faction within the Rift's Earth. They're the guys who are human beings who don't like all these aliens on their planet, and they don't like all this stuff, and they use these mutant animals as sort of a slave class. Very, very, lots of really cool, interesting stuff going on in the Rifts books, and great stuff, great storylines going on in After the Bomb. Like in After the Bomb, in particular, in the Mutants in Orbit, there's some crazy stuff about these killer satellites that or the reason why people aren't like going to explore space and stuff, because these killer satellites like kill everybody. Really, lots of neat stories. Kevin Sabadia, I think, is a brilliant guy, and really glad that he's been out there for all these years working on all of these role playing books, and so many of them have affected my life, and great shit. The Megaversal system is a very crunch heavy system compared to D&D. I like it much better. I'm sure lots of people have, little problems and little holes here, and everybody's always trying to find that perfect system that mimics reality the best. I don't know if this is necessarily that, but I love the system. I enjoy it. And this whole game, if you play through here, it really reflects the gritty early Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles tone. There's great artwork in all the books that are reflective of that thing, for people who like the action figure line, because all these other animals and all these other things depicted as these mutant animals, like depictions of these characters. I loved all that stuff for all those same reasons. So it was really easy for me to pick up any of these books and just be glancing through them going, this is cool, this is cool, this is cool. Okay. All right. So, to just wrap it up, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles one initially, they give you characters, they give you supporting characters. So much of the stuff from the comics gets adapted. So if you want to get into playing with the Ninja Turtles and playing in their world and all that stuff, that's on the table for you. But also, if you want to just do your own sort of mutant animal thing, this is a great place to build that and set that up as a character or a game master, whatever you want to do. Traditionally speaking, in role-playing games, you play with pen and paper. Everybody makes their own character sheet. They'll roll for certain attributes to see what they are, to make it fair so that things are kind of balanced. And then somebody will walk you guys through different stories. But through riffs and the larger RPG setting here, you really have an opportunity to play even deeper and more interesting stories than just the Ninja Turtles world, which is fine, but doesn't necessarily have that post-apocalyptic tinge. And when you get into the post-apocalyptic stuff, as done by Riffs and After the Bomb and whatever other stuff that Kevin Sabadia and his team at Palladium Books put out, it is really just exceptional. I highly recommend it. Highly recommend their gaming system. And I feel like him choosing Ninja Turtles, just the choice to turn the Ninja Turtles into a role-playing game before they had that big cartoon, before they'd become really famous like that, recognizing that there was something there. There was a game there. There was a world there to explore, and it was worthy. If you remember listening to my episode on Saturday, a couple Saturdays ago, whatever, on Ninja Turtles, I was talking about how, it needed to be expanded upon. Like Marvel would have expanded upon it. Like, this world was there to be expanded upon. And Kevin Sabadia and Palladium Books, they were smart enough to do this. It was a really good idea. It was a really cool thing to be involved in at the time, and it seemed like indie and fun and just a wonderful game to be playing. And I love the idea that some people might pick it up today and be playing it some more. I love the idea of bringing some eyes back onto the Palladium Megaversal gaming system, because I fucking love that system. And I would love to hopefully play some riffs or play some TMNT with some of you guys in the future one day down the line. Anyway, if you're not conspiracying with me every Sunday on everything they don't want you to know, what are you fucking even doing with your life? We are blowing up. We're almost 500,000 downloads a month and rising, because it's real. It's not conspiracy theory. It is reality. And if you love music, you got to check out All Your Favorite Bands Suck. It's available everywhere except for Spotify right now. It's every genre of music, all my favorites, 54 bands deep and counting. My most recent that I added in was Grandson. He's one of my favorite contemporary artists. He's a really, really great artist. You'll love that episode. Go check that out. All Your Favorite Bands Suck. But that's it. You guys are great. I fucking love you. And you can email me at jbs@blacklightdistrict.studio. I'm Jesse. I'm your friend. That's my email. You can use it. Especially you who have listened all the way to the end of this episode. Thank you. I love you guys, truly. Especially you guys who actually listen all the way through. And I do have a lot of my audience who listens all or most of the way through. And that means a lot to me. It means that you guys are hanging out with me and having a good time. time and enjoying my energy, and that really does means the world to me. Tomorrow is Saturday. I'm excited to figure out the show. We're going to be talking all about this past weekend's Toy Fair, which I was at, and next Saturday we're going to be talking about the new Muppet Show, which was really great. But I hope that I will also see you next week for another fucking awesome full week of recommendations on the coolest alive. Love you guys. See you next time. Peace out. You've been listening to Coolest Alive with me, your host, Jesse Blaze Snider. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe for more excellent entertainment recommendations. Thanks for listening.
It's gonna be fucking awesome. Come on, it's gonna be fucking awesome. You know the words. It's gonna be fucking awesome. That's it, say. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Yeah! It's my favorite part. Isn't it heavy? I played that. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Coolest alive. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Stay with your tribe. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Revenge of the Geeks. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Week after week. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Laughing with you. It's gonna be fucking awesome. And crying sometimes too. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Spelling it out. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Making you shout. I'm a genius. I got lyrics coming out me bum for days. You like that? It's a kazoo solo. I played that too. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Talking some shit. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Living your shit. My voice is fucking awesome. Food in our mouth. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Get in our mouth. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Tell all your friends. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Call right or text. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Raising the bar. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Straight to the stars. It's gonna be fucking awesome. It's starting soon. Straight to the top. Passing the moon. It's gonna be fucking awesome. On with the show. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Ready, set, go. It's going to be fucking awesome. Fucking awesome. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Just wait. You'll see. You'll all see.
You'll all see.
The podcast playground.